So I ended up recording on my living room floor, clearly, because the setup for this video was taking forever. I kept having to adjust the framing, just everything. It was just irritating me. So I was just like, you know what? I'm gonna do this video. I'm gonna just do it and sit wherever. We're in a new house, so we don't have like a dedicated area for my podcast just yet. So I just had to sit on the floor and be like, you know what? This is the only area or space that makes sense right now with this whole horizontal recording. Because I learned on my last two episodes that YouTube is not for vertical recording unless you're like posting a short. So it's for horizontal videos only. And I learned that after the fact, after I posted two vertical videos. But it's okay. Neither here nor there. I'm here. I'm on the floor. I'm recording episode 3. So let's get into it. So I have a question for you. Have you ever walked into a finished room, right? Picture it. Picture it with me. Go with it. So you walk into this room, it has all the perfect decor, right? It's like it's straight off of a Pinterest mood board. But nothing about it felt solid. Like nothing in the room felt like home. The walls were up, the paint was fresh, it was beautiful, but the walls were still very much hollow underneath. I personally think we can make anything look good from the outside. But what's actually underneath the surface? What's underneath all the pretty stuff? I've been thinking a lot about where I am right now in life. Like, okay, the demo part happened, right? I've already started tearing things down, my old habits, my old mindset, parts of my old identity, even environments and people that serve no purpose. But now comes the part that nobody talks about. What happens after the dust settles? What's really holding you up? So we've gotten to the part where we've cleared out the space, but now I have to really be intentional about what I build next. Welcome back to Under Construction. I am Zaina Solaja, and today we're getting into the part no one claps for, and that's the frame. I was really excited about recording episode 3. Um, Obviously, that's why I chose to just sit on the floor so I can get it done, but I was just really looking forward to being excited about recording and putting my thoughts and my feelings into the video. But one thing I really love about this process is the names that I come up with for the episodes and how they correlate back to my profession in construction. And really, life is all about the build. Real life and construction go hand in hand. Like when you really, really think about it, it's the same thing. It's the same thing. In construction, in that profession, you're constantly building. In your real life, you're also constantly building. So I just love this process. I love the names that I come up with. So I just want to share that little tidbit. So I'm calling this episode and this process frame first and finish later. Because before anything can look good on the outside, it's important to me that I get real clear about what's holding me up on the inside. Let's be real. This isn't the part that most people share or post about. It's not a trend, it's not an aesthetic, it's not some highlight reel or overnight transformation. This process is slow. This is the point in your build where you question everything. Did I demo too much? Did I leave anything worth salvaging? Do I even have what it takes to build something better? These are ongoing questions that never really truly go away because we're always evolving, we're always building. It's the in between space where we're not who we were, but we're also not fully sure who we're becoming either. The part where you have to figure out what to build next, and how to make it solid this time. And truthfully, this part of the process is it's uncomfortable. It is very uncomfortable because after you've torn everything down, you're standing there with nothing but space and pressure. The type of pressure we place on ourselves to essentially bounce back, to look like we've got it all figured out, to prove that the demolition was worth it. Was it worth it? Does it feel worth it? It's always worth it. But if you're not careful, you'll build something that looks good, but still doesn't hold you. It won't sustain you. But just like in construction, you can't throw up finishes without the frame. It's just not possible. The frame is what supports the whole structure. You. You are the structure. So build the frame to last. And in life, the frame looks like getting very clear on your boundaries, figuring out what peace actually looks like and feels like for you, saying no without guilt, going to therapy even when it's hard because it gets hard, choosing better food, better people, better thoughts, sitting with yourself instead of distractions, learning to trust your own voice again, building a quiet relationship with God, not just a public one, creating routines that actually serve you without the need to impress anybody else. Your purpose is not to impress that man, honey, just so it looks like you're too busy to reach out to him first. Text that man if you want to, ask him on a date if you want to, ask him for coffee if you want to, or to even impress your friend that may be crushing their goals and you can barely get out of bed. Girl, fluff that pillow, lay your head back down, and give yourself grace. You're not running the same race, you're not building the same structure. And yes, in construction, the process of building might look the same if the contractor does the job right. Let's be clear. But the finishes, they're always going to be different. For me, it's been building a better relationship with time, right? So, what does that mean? For me, it means accepting the knowing that I'm not running out of time. I get to build the life that I desire, the life that me and God talk about, however long it takes. It's on my timeline, it's on God's divine timing, and it's at my pace. So it's important for me to be real intentional about my framing and worrying about the finishes later. Because after the demo, there's always going to be some type of temptation to jump straight to the finishes, the glow up, right? There are new goals, but you have to accomplish your previous goals. There's going to be new outfits before wearing what's already hanging in your closet with the tags still on them. That was a jab at myself. But there's going to be new routines before even mastering your morning and your night routine, or one or the other. New affirmations taped to the bathroom mirror before accepting those powerful I am statements that you are already reciting. But in construction, just like in life, the first thing you build after a teardown matters. Think about it. The frame is what carries everything. I had to learn that for myself. I couldn't dress up my healing, right? I couldn't fast track my becoming. I couldn't slap a fresh coat of paint over old habits and expect to feel brand new. That's not how it works. That's not how anything in life works. It's always going to be intentions over aesthetics. I had to ask, what is holding me up? Not where I think I should be, but what's actually holding me together? And for me, the frame is my integrity, my daily discipline, my self trust, my inner voice that connects me to a higher power. We live in a world that tells you to look healed before you actually are. A fast paced, wishy washy, social media driven society that has a 0.2-second attention span. Put on the outfit, post a picture, pretend everything's aligned, but inside, baby, you're crashing out. In the exact outfit you spent hours planning and pulling together, reposting affirmations you don't believe yet, and editing the same photo over and over while avoiding the real mirror. Check in and ask yourself, is anything in my space, in my world, actually good for me? There's this pressure to make progress look aesthetically pleasing. It's given sexy. Now, I love a good sexy vibe, okay? Let's be clear. Where it's giving hair, face, shape, outfit is on point. But let's be honest with ourselves. The look won't last if the frame can't carry the weight of your build. And honestly, most days it's just me trying to stay consistent with the things no one sees. And that could mean saying no to opportunities that don't align, letting go of timelines that don't belong to me, slowing down to ask why before jumping into the what, getting up and recording this podcast, even when I feel uncomfortable as hell, but I'm here. That's framing the work. Because before anything feels finished, you have to decide what finish even means to you. You have to redefine the process and acknowledge the real milestones. It's not about measuring up against other people, questioning, do I feel behind? Because whose timeline am I following anyway? Is it mine or is it social media? I used to beat myself up for not having certain things by now. And I'm pretty sure most people do. But I'm learning to define my own milestones. Right now, I'm just proud as hell that I've committed to showing up for myself through this podcast, getting outside of my comfort zone, that intentionally building something from the ground up and essentially letting you into my personal blueprint. This is my diary. The frame is in the progress. What I'm sharing in my build won't resonate with everyone, and that's okay. I understand that. I receive that. I accept that. But this is honest. This is sustainable. This is mine. The milestones may not look loud, but I guarantee you, mark my words, it is solid. We're no longer subscribing to what society defines as milestones. By 30, you should. Why haven't you already? So, when are you going to? You should be. That one bothers me the most. You should be. I should be what? Because social media is good for projecting what we should be doing. You should stop doing these things. You should be waking up at 5 a.m. and journaling. Well, I'm not. You should know exactly what you want to do. Well, I don't. And so what? I used to take those questions personally, honestly, like they were proof that I was behind. But the more I've torn things down and sat with what's left, the more I realize the structure I'm building requires a different blueprint. It's not copy and paste, it's not cookie cutter. I'm not behind, I'm building. And building takes time, especially when you're doing it with intention. If you're in the framing part of your journey where it feels like nothing is finished, good. That's damn good, actually. That means everything you're building has a chance to hold. Hear me clearly. It has a chance to hold. Forget the final look for a second. Focus on what's steady and what won't collapse under pressure. The finish will come, but first you got to build what no one else can see. This part doesn't look impressive. I'm sitting on the floor, but it's holding everything that we're about to build. So thank you for being here. Thank you for showing up. Thank you for tuning in, for listening, for watching. This is under construction. If you know someone that this would resonate with and they're in their framing stage, send it to them. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. So, so grateful for being in this space with you. This is under construction. Please like, share, and subscribe. See you next time.